Hi, welcome to ECS Coffee. Today we're here to introduce the DeLonghi Eletta Explorer.
So this is a new machine from DeLonghi. It is a super automatic espresso machine. The Eletta was a previous model. This has since been upgraded. So some of the really awesome upgrades that it has is this machine now has connectivity to their app. So DeLonghi does have an app that you can install onto your smartphone or your iPad or tablet or whatever you're using, and do some customizations there. This machine also has 4 user profiles that are completely customizable within both the machine and the app.
Which I think is better for people who don't want to bother using the app.
Yes, exactly. And it's really easy to navigate too. So this front panel here is all a touch screen. So the front square here is a 3.5 TFT color display touchscreen, and it's completely customizable through there. You also have a few different options on the side. So we have a to-go mug, which this machine is to-go mug compatible, which is fantastic. You have a little tray that lifts up. It does come with this travel mug. However, we know that a lot of people are using Yetis, and it is compatible with the 20-ounce Yeti. So
which is fantastic.
It's really great. I don't think there's another machine that is. No. So really great. The to-go option will brew 16 ounces, and there's 15 beverages total throughout the menu that are compatible with that option. By accessing those beverages, you're just going to click to go. And then it will ask me whether I want a cold or a hot drink. If I want cold, all of the beverages that are compatible will show up. That brings me on to the next thing, cold brew. So this machine not only offers an over ice option, which DeLonghi has been doing and introducing into some of their machines, some of their super auto machines,
right,
but it actually has a cold brew function now. So that brewing is different than the over ice option. So it's going to brew at an even lower temperature, and it takes almost 3 minutes to brew the cold brew. So it's a lot sweeter, smoother, less acidity. It's really, really tasty. So if you're somebody that maybe finds that iced coffee can be a little acidic or a little sour tasting, which is a common complaint, the cold brew would be a great option for you.
So we tried it.
Yeah.
Without the ice, and it was just a little bit, it was lukewarm.
Yeah, it was like a little bit warmer than room temperature.
Which was amazing.
Yes.
When you think about it. Yeah, it didn't take long, and it was very smooth.
Yeah, it took longer than the over ice,
right,
but it was still very fast. So it was fantastic. If I hit cold, all of the cold brew or over ice functions, beverages will show up on the screen, and those are the only ones I'll be able to select and brew. So it narrows the menu down for you, which is nice and easy. If I switch over to hot, all of the hot beverages will show up for you here. So you've got, they've introduced Americano into the Super Auto, which is great.
It's our favorite drink.
I love that.
Yeah.
And a few other really, really great options here. So you do have a lot of the hot beverages that you would see on the other DeLonghi machines as well.
Yeah, so for somebody like me who doesn't do cold drinks, I mean, I wouldn't use this portion, but it's not like you have to, you're not giving up anything in order to get the extra cold functions, which is great. So I just wouldn't touch this button, but I would use everything else.
Yeah, and it has, I mean, I'll end up probably just using Americano just as it is, even though it has over 50 beverage options, which is bananas. That's a lot of drinks, a lot of different drink sizes. There's a lot of ways to customize them. The machine comes with a lot to help you customize those things. So one of them is the to-go mug.
And it actually asks you a lot of questions as you're on the go.
Yes.
Which helps you. Even when it's warming up, it says, I'm warming up. This may take a few minutes, because sometimes you're like, oh, what is it doing? You know, it actually tells you every step of the way what it's doing.
It really does. And when we're brewing some drinks, you'll be able to see that. And it's totally so user-friendly, and it really walks you through every single step, which is really amazing.
And this is not this is not a Panarello.
It's not a Panarello one.
So this is just for your hot water.
Yeah.
So Are you going to?
Yes, so this machine also comes with 2 different milk crafts, some automatic milk systems. So they have the latte crema system. This is your hot latte crema system, and your cold or cool latte crema system. So if you're brewing hot beverages, you'll use the hot latte crema system. And if you're brewing cold with something like cold foam, so like a cold brew cappuccino, you'll use the cool latte crema system. So it's just indicated by color. The cool one's also a teeny bit smaller, but you'll be able to have automatic cold foam going right into the mug, just like you would from a hot beverage, which is really really new and really fantastic and very exciting. Cold foam is really popular. A lot of the cafes that are around are introducing cold foam into their menus, so very, very popular. We've got oat milk in here.
Yeah, I was going to say the first thing Rebecca did was, oh look, I've got oat milk.
Yeah, so
we got put it into this.
Oat milk in here, so you'll be able to see how that froths for oat milk. If the foam, we haven't tested this yet, so if the foam is okay, we know that cow's milk will just always froth better than oat milk does. And then of course we have just the regular milk in here. Yes. So I would love to brew a couple of beverages because I need a coffee.
So do we want to do one of the milk beverages first, or
do you want one first, or do you?
Me.
Why did I offer that?
I don't know. You did.
It's my own fault. Something else cool to mention. So this bean hopper is really, really big. It actually holds the full bag, 340 grams of beans in here. So it may be about a 350 gram bean hopper, which is a lot larger than they normally are. You're normally around like 250, 300 max. So a whole bag of beans, throw it in there. It's nice and tight. You can actually...
The seal is pretty good.
The seal is really good.
The seal's good. And it has the bypass chute, which is great.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. And little heating tray up top. It is, of course, a front-loading reservoir, which is always how DeLonghi does their super autos, which is fantastic. And it's around a 2-liter water tank as well, which is pretty standard. So what are you going to brew today?
So I have my own profile set up, but we'll go over the profiles a little bit later. So let's just do it right out of the gate. So I want, let's do a cappuccino.
Okay.
No, flat white. Changed my mind. So it's telling me for a smooth hot froth, use milk or plant-based drinks from the refrigerator. Colder's better. Just say okay. And then off it goes. It was telling me for that particular drink to put it on the most bubbles or most froth.
I think it's
level.
Medium.
Well, I'm going for most.
You're going for most? Screw what the machine says. I'm gonna do what
Okay.
There we go.
So I chose to go with the most foam. Even with a flat white, it's supposed to be like a medium foam. I just wanted to see how it would do.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are using, just regular milk for this drink.
So it has an insert function, then it has low foam, medium foam, high foam, and then of course the option is to clean, which will just clean the brew head once I'm done.
Yeah.
Right.
That espresso looks really good, actually.
It does. It's going to be good.
I know. Yeah. So this machine as well, you are able to save some of your favorite beverages in here. So DeLonghi always has the My option. So if you wanted to customize your strength to be very specific and save it that way, you can, which is really great. So on top of having these user profiles and on top of being able to make adjustments right before you brew, you also have the My option to completely customize and save your favorite ways to brew.
Just want to see.
The foam looks really good, eh?
Well, it does. It's going to be good.
I know. I like that it does the espresso first for the flat white because then it mixes everything together instead of getting little sips of, ooh.
And now it's going to want you to clean it. So
very cool. Here.
Another cup in it. So I'll just go. So again, just drawing in some water, steaming it up, and just cleaning the top part in case you wanted to pull it out and put it in the refrigerator.
Yeah, we usually tell customers when like you can fill it up to max, and then once it runs down, make sure to give it an actual wash because it is milk in there, so it will get kind of yucky.
Really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks really good. The foam is amazing. That's really, really dense foam.
It's good.
Okay, very cool.
Are we on to you?
Yes. So now I want to have an iced beverage. So I do have some ice cubes here. DeLonghi does provide you with a little ice cube tray with the machine. So they're just little squares. So when we go through this process, it is going to actually ask you to use some of the DeLonghi ice cubes. I'm going to use just bigger ice cubes because that's what we had frozen.
Right.
That's what we had cubed. So I'm going to give myself, ooh, that's enough. Okay. Push that up here.
It's great that they have that all figured out.
I know. All right, so I'm going to now select cold so that I can go through my menu. And I am going to do I want to try something with quite a bit of foam. So I think I'm going to do a cold brew cappuccino. Where did I see that? Here it is. So cold brew cappuccino should have lots of foam on it. And I'm curious to see how well it will foam, not only with just oat milk, but also cold foam.
Right.
Right? Because
it's such a new thing.
Yeah. So let's see. And I'm going to show them as well, actually, how to just adjust your preferences before you brew. So if you click the icon, it's just going to brew either how you have it programmed or what the machine is set at. But if you wanted to go to the little plus icon below, I could increase and decrease my size. Right before I'm brewing. So if you had a larger mug this time or you wanted a smaller portion or what have you, you can adjust that on the fly. So you have small, medium, large for this one. And it is different for all of the beverages. So different beverages will have different size selections and you'll be able to increase or decrease specific things based on whether or not you're in a cold brew beverage or a over ice beverage or a hot beverage. So I'm going to click start. I think medium is a pretty good size. And now it's going to ask me the intensity that I want, and I'm going to go intense. I need the caffeine today. And now just next. So it's telling me to use 8 DeLonghi ice cubes. I'm going to add maybe just one more to my drink, because these ones are they are larger than the DeLonghi cubes. The DeLonghi ones are small, but it's cute. It's walking you through all the steps. It's talking to you. It's your friend. There we go. And use only skimmed milk or plant-based drinks at refrigerator temperature to perfectly froth cold milk. So it's looking like if you are going to be using the cold beverages, you need to have something with a lower fat content or a lower sugar content too, because it's telling us to use skimmed milk as opposed to using 2% or homogenized, which is what you would use for hot beverages. So maybe that would make a difference, right? Okay, I have read it.
Does that mean you don't need to read it anymore?
I guess not. You can click to read more, so it will probably give you some information on why that is. And I'm just going to click OK. It wants me to go to the maximum froth level, so I've gone there. And it's telling me what the machine is doing on the screen as well. So right now it's saying I'm grinding the beans. And it's got little bean icons floating down, which is cute.
Preparing and brewing.
Yeah, that's very cool. Look, it's got little ice.
So the cold brew is really making a different noise.
Yes.
Dun, dun,
It's
dun, 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 dun.
So the cold brew should brew in approximately just under 3 minutes. But you can see it's really coming out. So that looks like it's going to be quite strong, which I like.
Because no heat is touching it.
Yeah.
It needs to really slow down and be very intense to grab the flavor.
Yeah, absolutely. More similar to a traditional cold brew style, which is where the coffee and water sit together for a long time.
It's amazing that it can do this in under 3 minutes.
I know.
And then if you were doing traditional cold brew, you have to keep in mind that you're looking 12 to 24 hours.
Yeah, it's a long time. But this is like a really good in-between because it doesn't come out cold. It came out lukewarm.
But since it's taking a long time even now on the ice, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be cold.
Oh yeah, I'm not concerned about that. Yeah, even through the double wall mugs, you can feel that, eh? Okay.
Ooh, let's see the foam.
I think that's, foam's coming next.
Right, Rebecca's pretty excited.
I
She gets
am.
to try something dairy-free today.
Yes, I'm always excited. I love my oat milk cappuccinos and lattes.
This is
When I
barista
have
oat
one.
milk, right?
It is, yeah. Yeah, so if you are going to be using an alternative milk, whoa, that's actually pretty impressive.
Look at that. Whoa.
Wow.
We'll get your feedback on it for sure.
Yeah. Dang.
It says, hope you love it.
I'm so excited to try it. Thank you, Eletta. That's so cool. Wow. I'm really, really impressed. I am going to kind of mix it up a little bit though, so I don't just get a mouthful of oat milk. But look at the foams.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay.
What's it taste like?
That's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
So the barista style oat foam
yeah.
probably is going to foam better for you anyways, but put it to
Super
the
good.
test. That's amazing. Yeah.
absolutely.
All right.
Oh,
what are we
wow.
doing next?
Well, I would love to brew an Americano on this machine and see how it's done. So we'll remove our milk jug and then we'll input our hot water spout that's not Panarello steam wand. And would you like a another cup?
I can pour this in.
Okay.
If we
Here,
find something to shove it in.
I have an empty one here. There you go.
Didn't want to be so rude as to reach over. But or should we do it to go? An Americano to go?
Let's
We
see.
can use the to go function.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah. So it's going to give us our 15 options here on the to go menu. Hot or cold? Definitely hot.
Hot.
So Americano, is it going to do the Americano in 2 parts?
I guess we will find out.
So it's just hit it out of the
Yeah.
box. This is what it's going to look like. It
So
says
it's
large.
and it's going to automatically put it on the largest size because you are brewing for to go. So you are brewing for a large quantity.
I wonder if at a certain point it increases the amount of beans.
I would be curious to see that too. I wonder if it's going to brew twice. This is really good.
Well, I'm glad you enjoy it.
Yeah,
Ready?
cheers, man.
Cheers, big ears. It's really good. It's still
I'm
warm.
really surprised at how foamy it is.
Do I have, what percentage milk does this?
That's 2.
It is
That was
2.
2.
All
Yeah,
right.
and that was a thick foam.
That's
You
why I
were
was
on the
wondering.
biggest one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm super. Yeah, I'm loving this.
I want to
Very,
see
very
what it's
yummy.
going to tell me to do.
So it was telling us that it brewed its coffee. The espresso looks really great.
Oh, it's going to go again.
So it's going to grind twice.
Because we had it on the large. I wonder, that's what I was just trying to figure out, right? Maybe we'd have to go down here.
Yeah.
Trying to get myself set up.
I wonder if will the hot water come out of here or will it come out of the spouts? Because
Great point.
sometimes it does.
I know, we'll see.
I like that it's putting in a double shot though. That's really great.
Yeah.
Instead of just making it longer with more water through the espresso and more water through the spout.
Oh, well, there it goes.
Yeah.
You just left it on the grinder setting on where it was?
I did turn it down a little bit.
Right.
So we're quite low. We're on 2. So we may need to go a little bit coarser because that's coming out quite slow.
So I was wondering
Yeah.
if that was...
We did have Colombian in here before, but this is a fresher bag, so sometimes you do need to adjust the grind size if you're going through that.
It's like a double.
Yeah,
It's like-
I know.
It's like a quad.
It's like,
Somebody's going to be wired.
woohoo! We can split it up if you'd like.
She goes, woohoo.
Need the
Right through, we
caffeine.
didn't even
Yep.
need this. Look at that.
So it just comes right
Whew.
through the spouts, which is fantastic.
Useless. There we go.
But you can use the hot water spout for your tea or your any kind of tea. It does have different temperature settings for tea. So if you're using green tea versus black tea, they need.
So this machine does everything.
It does literally everything.
What?
It even has the pot function, and it comes with everything you need. Like it's bananas. It B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
You know
So-
me well.
Yeah.
That's exactly where I was going.
Yeah, I'm very, very impressed with this. I'm very impressed with the quality of this ice beverage. I really can't get over it. And your foam looked amazing. How hot was your hot beverage? Because the
It's
biggest
still
one.
warm. It's still warm. So the more you grow your milk-based beverages, the cooler it
cooler.
does get.
course.
But I like to drink mine right away.
Yeah.
So if it's extra hot,
You can't.
you can't.
Yeah.
You burn your tongue.
Exactly.
And my tongue, it was still a little bit hot
Yeah.
right away.
Yeah.
But now it's perfect. Still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the machine will also come with the 2+1 year warranty through DeLonghi. So you get an extra year of warranty as long as you register it online. 3 years total, which is fantastic.
I just want to see how big this is getting for the large. I'm waiting.
It's supposed to be 16 ounces. And these mugs are, I'm pretty sure, around that size.
I'll be on standby.
Yeah.
We can hit stop.
Well, the bar is almost complete. So it has a progress bar on the beverage.
look at that.
Yeah, yeah. That's a nice big size. So if you're a grande Americano drinker or grande something drinker,
Or you're going out the door.
or you're going out the door to go,
Yeah.
that would be for you. Or if you just like a really big mug. Like one of the biggest complaints that we get from customers, besides the milk not being hot enough or the beverage not being hot enough, is the size.
Not big enough.
It's not big enough. You can't. Here in North America, everybody wants their coffee to be like this big.
Extra large.
Extra large. And espresso machines are usually brewing more towards European sizing rather than North American sizing. So this is really, really great. It comes with, you have the travel mug with it if you don't have one, so you don't have to worry about that. Oh, that's warm, man. That's
Even
really
with
nice.
even with the double wall, that's...
Yeah. Do you want me to split it up? Give it a little taste? We have two little mugs here.
No, you can go ahead.
Yeah?
When it cools down enough. I think that's going to be too hot to drink.
Yeah,
Look at it,
look at the
steaming.
steaming. Yeah, the color is nice too.
It really, you'd have
Yeah.
to mix it up because it's really
The,
good.
yeah, the crema is still intact a little bit. Yeah, very nice. And so after it's brewed this beverage, it's asking us, is the desired...
Is this the desired quantity?
Yeah.
Adjust the level of your drink until you're satisfied, just in case next time you want it a little bit bigger or smaller.
Yeah.
And then you say it's, right now we're going to say, okay, you know what, that's good.
It's good.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Next time I brew this is exactly what I want. So you don't have to, therefore, go into the program after your drink and try and figure out how do I replicate this.
Yes.
If you fooled around, you
Yep.
just can save it, which is fantastic.
Especially on the to-go, because most people will have a go-to to-go mug, and then you can to go, and then you can go back and back and back, and your settings are all saved, which is great. One of the other things this machine has is a bean adjust or bean adapt. So you can set the parameters of your machine from the Coffee Link app, which is DeLonghi's app. And it will adjust how it's brewing and other things like that based on what kind of bean you're using. So whether you're using freshly roasted or from something that has like a best before date, if you're using a Robusta blend, you can input all of those parameters and
it adjusts
it.
accordingly.
Yeah,
that's really
which is
good.
really good because you'll be able to get the proper flavor notes from your machine and be able to savor and enjoy your coffee a little bit better, which is great. Just a little something extra to add to your brewing experience. You don't have to do that. You don't even have to download the app, but if you wanted to get into all of that, you could, for sure. Yeah, I'm pretty in love with this machine, actually.
I really
it
like
has
it. It's not, and even though it
everything.
has extra, the screen isn't even
Oh,
extra.
it's so easy to use.
Right.
I like that you can narrow it down, especially with the to-go mug. When you have over 50 beverages available to you, that's a lot. That's a lot to have to think about. But if you think, oh, you know what, I want something really large. Okay, then you hit to-go. Oh, well, I want hot in my to-go mug. Then you go here. If you want just a cold beverage, only your cold beverages can
are going
come
to
up.
show up. Yeah.
Same with the hot. Everything
And then
there.
favorites. So
And then you can program your favorites and save them there. So if you have like 3 that you go between, it can all be in this menu, which is fantastic.
It's got all the little hearts.
Yeah. Wow. I am
Yeah.
very, very, very impressed with this
It's
machine.
hot and does great foam both ways.
Yes, both ways with an alternative
milk,
which is really great.
Yeah.
So this machine, it does come in at around $2,600 Canadian. Right now, at the time of filming, we don't have any of these in stock. They haven't launched yet. So we're very excited to have these in. It's a little bit of a sneak peek for you guys, but we are expecting them around the fall time. So keep an eye out for that.
But you can always come in and have a demo ahead of time
Yeah,
too? Yeah.
absolutely. We do have it available for demo at the Burlington store. So you guys, come on by, have a look at it, try the coffee, try one of the iced beverages. I mean, super
Easy to
yummy,
use, yeah.
very easy to use, very intuitive, and very friendly. It talks to you.
approachable.
It's very approachable. It talks to you. We didn't do it together, but when I was doing the setup for this machine, it walked you through on the screen every single step. It took out all of the guesswork for setting up the machine
amazing.
properly, and you can't skip specific steps. So if you don't want to connect to the app, you can skip that, but you can't skip priming. You can't
So
skip.
that's one of our biggest concerns when somebody, especially when they haven't come into the store to talk to one
Yeah.
of us and they get their machine delivered to their house, they haven't finished the priming.
Yes.
They've skipped it. So it's fantastic that it doesn't allow you to do that.
Yeah, it
It has
really
to get
is.
water into the unit for something to come out.
And it was the steps were very easy to follow. So there was no guesswork. Nothing was left up to chance. It was very, very, very great. Yeah, very impressed. Yeah, love this machine.
Yeah, we like it. Yeah, I really like it.
Yeah, very good. Good espresso, good coffee. So
Right now we're on my profile. So see, it says Wendy.
Wendy.
So if we wanted to go in and edit any of the profiles, we can just click the actual profile. And right now we have all 4 of them have names on them.
Yes.
So I just changed somebody else who's gone off on vacation. I kicked him out of here. I put my own profile and changed it to pink. Richie. So you could just choose which one you're going to edit. You hit edit. So here it comes with my name, a color, and what kind of hairstyle you want.
Yep.
And then you would just save it if you wanted to change any of that. And it says that style looks good on you. And then then that's when I would choose it. If I'm programming through the app,
Yes.
it would save to that. So I would walk up, hit Wendy, and all my drinks would be under that. But also, I could do it through the favorite button. So I'm on Wendy. I can hit,
Oh, maybe
Oh.
exit out.
yeah, favorites. And then it's going to say the drinks you prefer at the touch of a button. And next, favorites. Create your favorites collection by selecting the plus below each recipe, then tap the heart to save. Okay. So let's reprogram. Let's say I'm going to program the espresso. I would just hit the little pink plus button down here, and now it's saying that it's a medium espresso, intensity is very strong. I can hit brew or I can adjust it ahead of time.
Yeah.
So we can just leave it and then I can change it as we go. No, actually.
And then if you wanted to save it to your favorites, in the bottom left-hand corner, there's a little heart, which you would click and it would add it to your favorites menu.
Right, so instead of intensity 5, I've now moved it to intensity 4, and then I could hit there, and now it's going to save that, or I could go ahead and brew it and then probably adjust as the water is coming through, or adjust
Exactly.
it while it's grinding.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so I'm just going to X out of that, and now I've just changed the intensity of my espresso.
Yeah.
It's as easy as that.
It's very easy.
I'm really used to with DeLonghi when I want to do the programming is to do it on my phone.
Yes.
I'm going to download the app, even though with this one, not
This
sure
one,
if you need to.
This one, it does give you a lot more customization without the app, but
Right.
the app sometimes is just easier to use.
I like the visual.
I do too.
Right.
I
It
do
tells
too.
you by looking at it what your drink's going to
Yeah.
look like. I
Like this
that.
is a good screen and it's relatively large for, like this is a pretty standard size for a touch screen on a super auto machine, but your phone screen or your tablet screen is obviously larger. So there's it's just bigger, it's easier to read, a little easier to navigate. This is very easy to navigate, but yeah, we found that the app has sometimes just been
Right.
a little bit more. So yeah,
Awesome.
yeah, well,
Well, we give it the thumbs up.
thumbs up all the way on everything. Really love it. If you liked our video, make sure you subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with us and give us a thumbs up if you like this video in particular. If you have any questions about this machine or any others, just leave them in the comment section down below and follow us on all of our social media channels. I'm getting a little fancier with that. And we have a blog as well online on our website. It has a bunch of coffee knowledge content for you to read through. A lot of very useful information, so check it out if you can, and we will see you next time. Cheers.